Hey guys, I'm back. I'm going to go ahead and finish up this little short series about I think future groups of garbage pail kids that we can have in the hobby. So this is the final part because we're at the very end. We actually left off with R, so all we have is S through Z. And after the video, I'll post my ideas. I'll write them down in that regular post. Like I'll take them out of the live stream. And I think we were going through these. Let me get back to the Garbage Pail Kids stuff. This is just a binder full of advertising pieces. Oh, let me put this under this. Whoa, look at that. All right, I gotta get started. So my idea for a group that starts with the letter S is GPK Security. So GPK Security sorry, are some of these are, obviously pretty dumb. Some are actually kind of serious. So GPK Security would work with that NARCS group. Remember, my N is actually NARCS. These are people, who like backstabbing little douchebags who basically snitch on everyone. So, so the NARCS group would probably work with GPK Security, but the GPK Security is going to be kind of a small group. It's basically it's basically garbage pail kid collectors who have a background in law enforcement who like, doing like investigations. All right, but anyway, so basically you would go and, you'd, track down the bad collectors and you would have a good talking to them. All right, my idea for T for a group is called Truth or Dare. So in this group, this also is probably a pretty select group of friends who want to. Hold on, I didn't know why I'm randomly turning back this far. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, Truth or Dare, that's kind of a fun game. If you've ever played it with friends, it would definitely work in a GPK, context, but definitely a private group where you would, you would actually, if it's your turn or whatever, you would say Truth or Dare, and basically you would dare like your GPK friends to go in another group and say some shit or, post some crazy pictures, or they could take the dare. I mean, or the truth. You could tell shit about your friends. Cause I've known a lot of these guys for many years, so I've got a lot of dirt on people, by the way, that I could definitely use as blackmail and whatever I want to. I would never do that. So yeah, we're back in this binder. By the way, I'm flipping around because I'm trying to think at the same time. But yeah, we're kind of in back. There's some GPK all through here. So yeah, let's take a look. Okay, my idea for you. I'm looking at my notes because I actually have a ton of ideas for all these. Which one do I want to go with? Okay, my idea for you is actually GPK UPS. So there's a big problem in our hobby. Most of us guys in particular, we have wives that are not on board with our collecting. And maybe you worked it out, but there was definitely a time, be honest, that your spouse or your loved one was not on board at all with your collecting and spending issues. So I'm proposing a site where we provide a service. So this would be a UPS, Garbage Pail Kid themed UPS service. Basically, if you bought an item, say it would probably be on eBay though. You could ship them. Say I'm the admin at GPK UPS. You would ship the item to me, and I would repackage it and put some fake name on it. And I could also do a service where this is another problem with what we do. I don't know about you, but on Mondays, I always get a ton of items in the mail. And like if you open my front door, it looks like fucking Christmas morning. So another service we can do on GPK UPS is I can collect all your stuff for you for a while. Say like 2 weeks. I can collect all your packages. Basically, you would reroute. Instead of giving them your address, you would give them mine. But I'll put all your little fucking card, your millions of fucking little card, mailers that you got mailed into one big fucking box. And on the box, I'll put something like a gift for your wife or whatever. And you can say, honey, I don't want you to see what's in here. It's for you for later, this Christmas. We'll make something up. See, that's my problem. That's the service I provide. I'll figure that part out. Okay, so my idea for V is called Vibes. So, and this idea came to me from another app called Relevant that I'm a member of. It's a podcast place. And they have these things called these groups or rooms called Vibes. But anyway, so I'm thinking on Facebook we could have a GPK Vibes. And basically this is going to be like a drug den. So I was thinking, in this group, it's all for like the heads and the junkies of the hobby, people that like to smoke a lot of weed and make sketch cards at night and all this. There's plenty of them, right? So in Vibes, it's definitely going to be kind of a stoners, Garbage Pail Kids theme group. A lot of trippy photographs and just, lots of electronic music and stuff. I don't know. Okay, so that leaves us with WXYZ. So my idea for W is it's going to be a group called GPK Wellness Check. so if you go out in some of these groups, you'll sometimes notice like people will will like disappear. Sorry. Like people that talk a lot will suddenly just stop talking. So anyway, the people at Wellness Check will reach out and basically check in on people. So definitely GPK Wellness Check is a nonprofit. It's not a place where you sell Garbage Pail Kids. It's probably some collectors who have maybe a medical background or counseling background. And basically your mission is to make sure everyone's handling the hobby okay. And, God forbid someone, fucking takes a gun and puts it in their mouth, of course. I mean, it's no laughing matter, is it? So yeah, I think we need a group in the future called GPK Wellness Check. Okay, so the next letter in the alphabet is if you didn't know, is X. So what I'm thinking for a group that starts with the letter X or deals with the letter X is sort of like a GPK X Games. So basically, this group is going to be just like this Garbage Pail Kids X. And it's for all the extreme collectors out there. Like, so if you see some like crazy bidding, like sometimes you see on some of these places, people just go fucking batshit crazy and they'll like buy a pink card, I don't know what they're called, for like thousands of dollars, and that's like, oh dude, that's so fucking extreme. You would go to GPKX and fucking highlight that shit. That shit's awesome, man. These people went, balls deep on a deal, man. We need to highlight that. So it's basically, it's kind of a Garbage Pail Kids mining group. Basically, you're going to be mining pictures from other groups to bring back to GPKX. But it's just kind of a discussion on just the hardcore collectors out there who are extreme and just really overspend overspend on Garbage Pail Kids. So that's my idea for the letter X. That leaves us with Y and Z. So a future Garbage Pail group for the letter Y is Garbage Pail Kids Yelp reviews. So I think, sometimes if you're going around in some of these groups, people do reviews like what the fuck was it? Crashers, just that stupid shit they made. Crashers. So people started getting crashers in, like the first 5 people that got them was like, guys, I just got my fucking crashers, whatever that means. And they were really good. They're well made, blah, blah. So basically, we'll have a site called Garbage Pail Kids Yelp Reviews. And you can basically Yelp about releases, man. Just random fucking releases. Okay. And so, yeah, that's that. The final letter, obviously, is Z. So my idea is called Garbage Pail Kids Zoo. So almost everybody in the hobby has a pet. So I was thinking we could have a group, basically a pet lovers group, but all Garbage Pail Kids collectors. Now, obviously, there's different ways we could conceive the group called GPK Zoo. To me, the hobby is like a zoo. It's kind of out of control. Every group is like its own animal. But I think instead of, playing that card, we could go down actual animal route. I see some animals here, actually. So basically, you could post your favorite animal. This is from the 70s. These were in one time in a vending machine. Late 60s. So yeah. So that concludes my Garbage Pail Kids alphabet ideas. Let me give you some of the runners up. These are the ones that did not make the cut. Okay, and I'll again be posting these in a few minutes. I'll write them all down for you. Okay, so I had some alternative ideas. What about a group called GPK Aftercare? GPK. I actually forgot I wrote that one down. GPK Aftercare is like a nursing home for Garbage Pail Kid collectors who just fucking went too hard, man. And you just need you need a quiet place to lay you down for like a week and just talk through your shit, man. But yeah, it's called GPK Aftercare. Another idea. I'm gonna skip around. I can't go through all these. It's called GPK Octagon. This is definitely like a damn beef squash site. So that's a good one. What about GPK Quitters? People like me who's getting out of the hobby. It's basically a discussion group about quitting GPK. Another idea, this would be for the letter S, is Shithouse Bums. Hold on. So, you have like misfits and rejects and losers. I forget all the groups. We can have one called the Shithouse Bums. All right. So now you can start to see why some of these did not quite make the top cut. But yeah, these are honorable mentions. Also, we can have GPK wet t-shirt contest. What about GPK TMZ, where you basically just interview people, like drama shit that's going on, like real sleazy journalism. What about a group called GPK Scalpers? These are people who just buy fucking retail and then they jank up the price twice. Twice as high. Another group name I came up with is GPK Mad Cheap. It's sort of like my better idea, which is GPK Dollar Store, but this one's a little more fun and edgy. It's called GPK Mad Cheap. So that's one of the ones that didn't quite make the cut, but you can definitely have that idea as well and go and just fucking run with it, right? Okay, so what else do I have? Oh, what about a GPK Uber? haven't really thought that one out very well. I just, maybe you can think about that one. So an Uber kind of service. Another one, this is for W, is GPK wife swap. These are for collectors. You know, a lot of us have been married for many years, and because we're just fucking middle-aged people, and you know, it's there, man. The better idea is obviously Garbage Pail Kids eHarmony, which is an official, you know, I presented on already, but this is like wife swap. It's a little, you know, a little darker, you know. Probably not as popular. So, but you can definitely run with it. Another one that didn't make the cut, this is actually for Z, is GPK Zone. GPK Zone is sort of like GPK Nation. GPK Zone is just, honestly, it's probably just another super group name. You can have it. Take it. Put a little copyright C on it. You can have it. GPK Zone. Run with it. Another honorable mention is a site for the letter V called Vintage Garbage. So this would be a site that only deals with vintage Garbage Pail Kids, none of this new bullshit. Because there are a lot of collectors that only deal with vintage. I'm pretty much like that, I would say. Some other ideas that didn't make the cut. GPK Nudist Colony. Sorry, I'm going through all kinds of crazy notes here. GPK Weather. I don't think any of these are going to be very popular. Let's see here. Did I already say Shithouse Bombs? Yeah, I think that's a keeper as well. Let's see. All right. I think that pretty much covers it. I'm always thinking of shit like this, so I'll come back if I have some more ideas. Oh, there's also one for B called GPK Blackmail. It's sort of like the NARC group and the security group, but also sort of like the Truth and Dare group as well. We could have just a straight up place where you can just threaten members with blackmail. Another idea I had for O is called GPK Oprah. This is when you have ideas about the hobby that just are bringing you to tears. Because remember, for Jay, my official idea for Jay is Jerry Springer. Have a group called GPK Jerry Springer. But we could also have Oprah, which is more heartfelt, more like deeper. We get really to the root of why you're fucking so upset about something. It probably has nothing to do with what you're buying. It's probably some shit from your childhood. But on GPK Oprah, we'll get down to that level. We'll dig down. Like, bro, what the fuck happened to you when you were like a kid? We'll even like try to get your mom involved, and you know, she can call in to when we have live streams on GPK Oprah. By the way, I'm on a very rare page. These are the Series 2 Chewy Candies. Lovely. All right. Hope you enjoyed that little series. Silly. I know it's silly. I think what we're doing, buying this shit, is silly. Are we ever going to grow up? I hope not. Yeah, I haven't gotten any GPK in a minute, man. Except the cards I was making. But I'm sold out, so. I don't think. Actually, no, I do have one left. Yeah, I have one, I do have one Nasty Dick card left. It's $10. I'm not giving it away anymore. I've already given it away. Yeah, the second I started losing money when I went past what I had invested in it, I had to just sell some, man. I I broke even. I made a little bit, but I pretty much just broke even. Cool. Yeah, I don't have any GPK around to show you right at the moment. I don't think. All right, guys. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Get out there and make a GPK group. Feel free to take any of those ideas. If I had some to really suggest you take and just run with, it would definitely be. Let me go through my list. Maybe the Idiot March group would be a good one. Maybe the Shithouse Bombs. I think would be really beneficial to the hobby. No, I do think we need what do we need? You know what? We don't need any of this shit, do we? We got too many groups as it is. Yeah, let's end here. So, yeah, ask yourself, do you have one of these fucking alphabet groups that doesn't really affect anything? You're just kind of taking up space or are you one of the alpha groups? Does your group have a distinct place, a distinct vision that people need, that in the hobby? Honestly, I don't think we need as many groups as we have. I think someone counted it to be around 80 groups at the moment. We probably need like probably 4 or 5 at the most. But yeah. All right, guys. You have a good rest of your day. That's all I got. And I'll go type this on that other post where I have the long listing, and it'll be A to Z, and I'll even put the honorable mention, a lot of little funny ones at the bottom. Sweet. That's all I got. Russ Van out.